Powerful. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 4, 5, and 6. I'm reading from the New King James. It says, "There's one body and one Spirit, just as you were called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all." So, I don't know about you, but that encourages me. It excites me. And if you watch the evening news, a lot of times they try to misrepresent Christians and portray them as closed-minded and bigoted and racist and all sorts of different things. But we know that that's not the case. And so I thought about this term, reclaiming a phrase, taking back a phrase from the way people misrepresent it. And we can take back the term Christian from the way it's misrepresented in the media. So that's what this poem's about. I'm going to come down here because I've got to pace back and forth a lot. And this is called The Message. It's about the way the world misrepresents our faith versus the way that we as believers can take back that term and what it means. The message. The message got messed with, so we're here to correct it. The Son has been perfected when our faith was resurrected. Check it and connect this like pieces of papyrus from Calvary's hill to Cyprus. Even Peter can't deny this. Preferring truth is not a bias, but the lie is divisive. Like Ananias, we're indecisive in a crisis, not the wisest when you analyze it. Y'all are too quiet. Maybe thinking, I don't buy it, but if it's free, then it's not for sale. Nineveh is waiting and we're still in the whale. Free man is getting stale while we're praying crops won't fail. Some are worshiping Baal or still searching for the Holy Grail. But the blessing we're lacking is ours for the asking. The mysteries of heaven ours for the unmasking by our King everlasting. Just one last thing, which gives me peace surpassing all understanding and the thoughts and intents of frail human planning. My hope is in your word. Fools continue panning and dictators continue banning. It's a fire in my bones. God's breath's always fanning in the shadow of your wings, which are universe spanning. The righteous sun so close it feels like I'm tanning. In the light of life on the way through the truth with Melchizedek, Elimelech, Naomi, and Ruth. The church joined to Israel in a marriage we know as, grafting in by grace like with Jesus and with Boaz. Redeemed from the outside, the path becomes clear, so we walk by faith without a spirit of fear. Fearing only God and casting not the first stone. All are judged, but we're judged alone. I reap what I've sown, glean what I've grown, cry out and groan to know as I am known before the judgment seat and at the right hand of the throne by an invisible God whose image is shown in that still gentle voice like the wind-soft tones from my innermost man that will someday go home. To my Father's house, a place of many mansions, seen in the spirit like a window, we glancing at cherubim and seraphim there with him who can't sin, where Lazarus is risen and David's still dancing. Where Methuselah is young again and blessed like Job, where Joseph still wears his many-colored robe. With one spirit, faith, and hope for all we're called to do. One Lord, one God and Father for Gentile and for Jew. One body and one baptism, united from the two, and the King from of old in Jerusalem new. Who is this Hebrew I refer to? I thought you knew. Just connect the pieces. We're enslaved, so who can free us? Not you, only Jesus. When we're oppressed and killed, who will see us? Not anyone, but Jesus. Humbled to the form of man, who lowered himself to be us. Not an idol or an angel. It was God in the flesh as Jesus.